Alright, so this one I'm going to go ahead and just do it by hand. The factor form makes it really easy to do by hand. R of x, we get x squared, x minus 1, and x plus 5. Okay, so I got 2, 3, 4 x's, all positive, so x to the 4th, my parabola, not really a parabola, but my graph should be going up in both directions. I can find my intercepts by just setting each of these equal to 0 and solving. You would take the square root of both sides. Square root of 0 is 0, so you have x equals 0. Add 1 to move this negative 1 away, and you get x equals 1. Subtract 5 from both sides to get rid of this, and you get x equals negative 5. So you get all your x-intercepts right there. From there, I can look at the graphs and see which one cross at negative 5, 1, and 0, and has both ends going up. Not that guy. Here we have a negative 5, 0, and maybe a 1. Kind of looks like it's flat across. That looks like not the right endpoints. And this one does, but it doesn't have the right x-intercepts. So here's my graph. I can go ahead and put my x-intercepts here. 0, 0. Parentheses twice, 1, 0, and then negative 5, 0. And then my y-intercept is also going to be that 0, 0 point. But again, when you want to solve for the y-intercept, all you do is plug a 0 for your x's. So I have y equals, that would be 0 squared, 0 minus 1, 0 plus 5. Since this front term is 0 and you square it, no matter what the rest of this is, when you multiply 0 times anything, it just goes to 0. So you get all of this is equal to 0, and you would have the ordered pair 0, 0. But I was able to see that once I had a 0 and a 0 for x. That's the same as a y-intercept as well. Okay, number 10, we have two parts. First, we want to plot the x-intercepts, if any, on the graph. All right, so let's see if we can find the x-intercepts. Let's let the calculator do it this time. Just kind of, oh, I think I closed it up. Oh, well, we'll just do it by hand then. We'll just factor it. G of x equals x squared minus x minus 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Factors of 1 and 6, 2 and 3. We want to subtract and get 1. These will do that. Two sets of parentheses. X in the front, and then we have a 2 and a 3 at the back. Going left to right, that's my bigger sign, and then they will be different. So my x-intercepts will be negative 2 and 3. So number of x-intercepts, 2. One at negative 2 and one at positive 3. And then part 2 says sketch the graph by identifying where the graph is positive. So since we have a squared and it's positive, both endpoints will be going up. Okay. So it's positive here and here. Should be positive on those ends. And would have to go below there. So that is just knowing end behavior, knowing that it has to go positive and that you'll have a parabola. You could also note that from the y-intercept, if you were to find the y-intercept, plugging in 0, you would get 0, negative 6, noting that it has to cross here.